Last night, new moon in Pisces, I had some crazy dreams. I had a disturbing night. I didn't sleep much. I felt like, sorry, you're going to hear my kids. They're out of school today. I felt like there was stuff trying to get me. And the funny thing is, it was all coming from my back, behind me. And no matter how many barriers I tried to put there, something I thought was something making me pry it back open. When in actuality, it was me purposely prying it open to face the things that were coming at me. Because even in my dreams, I was being chased. I was uncovering truths all around like a CIA agent. But and then there were people chasing me. But that was all to uncover truths. That was all for me to see where I've been running from things and not realizing that every single stinking thing that has been presented to me in dynamics has been my own shit, my own stuff. Listen, I am challenging. I am rebellious at heart. I don't like to follow rules. Well, for the most part. But I challenge things and I question things and I'm curious. And wouldn't you know that I have children that do the same thing? All of my children do the same thing. And I've attracted people of that same demeanor to me. And it's very challenging and triggering at times because they're showing me things about myself. Isn't that interesting? And my communication, even with spirit, is challenging and frustrating because a lot of times, I question my intellect. And I question whether I'm smart enough to do these things or talk about these things because I've picked up on things from other people that they didn't get me, or they didn't understand what I was talking about, or they weren't interested in the things that I was talking about. And I've had challenging friendships and lost a lot of friendships, and friendships don't stick around for long because maybe that was me. Maybe that was me. Sorry. Maybe that was me seeing these projections and feeling these things that I thought were off of them were actually things that I was telling myself. My subconscious was telling myself. And the reason why all that stuff was happening behind me in my dream, and even in laying in bed last night feeling like it was all coming from behind me, was because it was my subconscious. It was things that was behind me that I wasn't looking at, and I didn't want to look at, and I didn't want to see it because they were deep buried emotions that were hurtful. And I didn't like them. I've questioned whether people really liked me. I've questioned so much. All for why? Because that's how I saw myself. Dang. Y'all, that's some serious stuff. I got triggered on Saturday over something that was between my partner and I, and it was literally something I was aggravated at him with, and he was struggling with, and we were both struggling the same thing, just projecting it onto each other. So ask yourself that same question about your dynamics.